what this year has taught me about change and remote work. Hi. So, it's Christmas time, and as the year comes to a close, I've been reflecting on how much has changed, not just in the world of work, but also in my own personal journey. This year reminded me that change doesn't just happen around us, it happens through us. And the way that we respond to it, with clarity, with curiosity, and empathy, defines how we grow. So, in this video reflection, I want to share 3 lessons from 2025 about change, about leadership, and remote work, drawn directly from my experience working with different projects, different clients, different technical transitions, and the incredible people that I had the chance to collaborate with along this journey. At the beginning of this year, while I was still focused mostly on consulting and data strategy, helping teams make sense of SaaS systems, ERP workflows, and process automation. But as the month went on and the pace of transformation accelerated, as is typical in every year, as post-Christmas, Happy New Year, everyone is still a bit slow, things changed. Everywhere I looked, from clients to colleagues, teams were adapting to new tools, new expectations, and entirely new ways of working more and more with AI and agents. I realized that the hardest part of change isn't really technology sometimes. It can be the pace, the tempo. Transformation used to be a project with a definite start and a definite end. Now it's a constant rhythm, an ever-ongoing, never-ending project. The leaders who adopted best weren't the ones who pushed hardest. They were the ones who created the clarity on this change. They gave their teams breathing space in this ever-changing, chaotic world that we live in these days. They turned uncertainty into a direction. That's what I've tried to carry forward in my own work as well, creating focus when everything feels in motion. By midpoint this year, summer has come, time was beautiful. I shifted my focus, looking for new opportunities and to build visibility for my personal brand, refining how I communicate, consult value, and explore leadership roles that blend both problem solving as well as remote collaboration. During the time, I noticed something very clearly. Remote work gives flexibility, but not automatic connection. Connection needs design. It needs efforts, especially with people who resist change and who refuse to adjust to remote work environments. When team works across borders specifically, you cannot assume alignment will just happen. You have to engineer it through rituals, communication, rhythms, and a shared understanding. This was the year I learned to design connections deliberately. Simple things, documenting better, asking more questions, creating more space for reflection. And that's when remote work starts to feel like leadership in action, not in isolation, but internationally and intentionally connected. The biggest shift in my personal career this year came in October when I started collaborating with a new client as an AI and automation generalist, moving away from consulting more towards specific problem solving. It felt a bit like a natural next step. After data and SaaS comes AI, bringing together my background in consulting, data, workflow optimization into one focused AI automation role related to wellness and life science sector. Moving into that space taught me the most important lessons of all. Reflection is a leadership skill. AI, automation, data strategy, these are all tools. Leadership comes from the ability to pause and ask, what did we learn? Every decision, Every implementation and every interaction teaches something about how we think, communicate, and lead. Reflection keeps us grounded when change feels relentless. It helps us to see patterns in systems as well as in ourselves. So, what did this year teach me about change, especially in remote work? Well, quite a few things. That it's not just about changing every new technology or trend. It's impossible to stay updated in this fast-paced world. But it's important to stay human, staying focused on people, on clarity, and on meaningful progress. 2025 was a year of transformation for me personally, as well as professionally, and I think for all of us in the workplace, for sure. From data strategy in the ERP systems to AI-driven automation, I saw firsthand how every shift requires balance between structure and curiosity, between efficiency and empathy. And that balance is what makes change sustainable. You cannot just change your system every year, but reaching a balance between what needs to change and what can stay can help you reach long-term goals. So as we close the year, I want to say thank you to all of you who watched, who shared, who connected, either here or on LinkedIn. Your feedback, your conversations that help to shape this channel, as well as my personal brand and how I communicate. And I'm truly grateful for the time and the attention you have given. In this reflection, I try to say mostly thank you. I hope it resonates with you regardless. Please like this video, subscribe for new insights in the coming year, and connect with me on LinkedIn or subscribe here. You will find links in the description below. I wish you a calm end of this year and a focused, creative start to the next one. See you soon, and thank you for being part of this journey.